Biafra, superstars, media.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Biafran golden child, the real Biafran golden child. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're hearing my voice from. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I'm always happy, happy, to have an opportunity to interact with us at Biafra Superstars Media. This morning I want to go straight to the point. I want to hit the nail right on the head. Last Sunday, we all woke up to a very horrible news and a horrible sight all over the news media, all over the televisions, all over the social media. I mean, we saw, that the community in Ebonyi State, the Nkalaha community in Ebonyi State had been ravaged, had been brutally touched and destroyed, almost completely destroyed by Fulani herdsmen, cattle herdsmen. Yes, the people woke up on a Sunday, like any other Sunday, early morning, preparing for church service, hoping that they would catch up the first service or thereabout. Little did they know that over the night, when most of them were sleeping, these herdsmen were surreptitiously, creeping into the community, surrounding every nook and cranny of the community, planning the assault as soon as the earliest sign of daylight. And so these innocent people, these naive people, these people woke up preparing for church service. And what did they get? As soon as it was the first sign of daylight, what they saw was sporadic shooting from every corner that was shooting here and there. All kinds of ammunitions were being fired, at people, at houses, randomly, shooting, maiming, killing, injuring, deleting a whole lot of them. And eventually, equally, these same herdsmen were touching houses, burning down people's homes, burning down people's farms, burning down people's shops and establishments. Before you knew it, the whole community in Nkalaha, in Ebonyi State, had been engulfed in flame, in a vibrant flame. People died, several scores of people died, a lot of people were wounded, some were trying to stampede here and there for safety, but they ended up, being macheted down with machetes. Some were shot, some were had clubs hit them, some the headsmen were using guns, others were using spears, others were using arrows, others were using clubs, hitting people with clubs, as if we had gone back to the dark days of history. I mean, the early days of human development, when people were using clubs to hunt and to fight wars. That's what happened in Nkala community last Sunday. And as if it's not enough, that this calamity was not enough. This very reckless, irresponsible attack was not enough. We heard the governor, Governor Wifru, telling Ebonyi people not to revenge. The herdsmen, don't revenge the killing of your people. That's what Governor Wifru of Ebonyi State was telling the Kalaha people and communities around them not to respond. Ladies and gentlemen, for the purpose of this audio this morning, my topic is Ebonyi State massacre. Why we need Biafra. Ebonyi State massacre. Why we need Biafra. Ladies and gentlemen, you all agree with me that this kind of primitive, this kind of horrendous, this sordid, this unmitigated attack on a peace-loving community cannot be tolerated. I mean, you will all agree with me. There's no reason whatsoever why Fulani herdsmen, why people, insurgents like these people who claim to be, herdsmen, will be allowed to get into any part of the southeast, any part of Biafra land, just to come and cause mayhem in the in a in a seeming facade. They come in a facade, that they are Fulani, cattle rustlers, nomadic cattle rearers and all that. But that's just a small screen. Underneath these people are militants, underneath these people are insurgents, underneath these people are kidnappers who have no respect for human life or property. You can all see what has happened. The Kalaha community and communities around it are in tears. Widows, some young women turned into widows, men turned into, losing their wives and all that. Children turned into orphans because their parents had been killed brutally murdered in an attack that is unprecedented, unmerited, and unprovoked. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we call the spade a spade. Let us tell these governors in the southeast, these governors who parade themselves, preaching democracy, preaching conformity with, the government at the center. You know, every time something happens in the southeast, you see our governors being the first to tell our people, no, no, don't retaliate. No, no, it's one of those things. Let them go. Two wrongs don't make it right. But I think such kind of preachings now, such kind of positions can no longer be tolerable, can no longer be acceptable to our people. And so that is why we must totally disagree with what Governor Winfrey has said. You don't come and tell your people to turn the other eyes when their houses have been burnt. You don't tell people to look the other way when their relatives and relations have been killed, burnt unnecessarily. I think it's expecting too much. It's expecting too much from such a naive, simple, hardworking community. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it has become very obvious, very clear that Nigeria has nothing to offer us. We Southeasterners, we Biafrans, we cannot be guaranteed our life and safety in this conglomeration called Nigeria anymore. At every point, at every given time, we have heard how lives and properties be mercilessly and unmeritoriously. Yes, because of provoked attacks, severally, random unprovoked attacks on our people, just because these Fulani headsmen, just because these kidnappers, these insurgents are allowed to roam freely in Biafra land. I think it's about time we told our governors the truth. I don't know why they are shying from the fact that Biafra is the only panacea to continued peace, sustainable peace and security in the Southeast. I don't know why we are shying to identify with our roots. We must identify with our roots. Why are people shy to embrace, what should be our rights and privilege as a people of the Southeast? Why are they afraid to sing the anthem of Biafra? Why are they afraid to identify with Biafra? Because they want political positions, because they want political approval, because they want to be seen as supporting the man in the center. They want to be seen as a governor who does not subscribe to EKPA, who does not believe in this or that. Is a government that believes in the center. That's totally unacceptable anymore. Look at what has been happening to our people. The last time it was at Mbudi, Osu, we saw how people were killed mercilessly in Imo State. Another time it was in Anambra State. Another time it was in Enugu State. The other time it was in Abia State. And today it's happening in Ebonyi State. How long are people going to be slaughtered like rams? How long are people going to be macheted like pigs? How long will our homes, our shops, our fine lands, where we thought, where it took us years to build, how long will these things be raised to the ground, touched by fire, and every time the government of the day tells us, take it easy. No, no, it's one of those things. These people, they don't have brains. Their brains like that of a cow. So you mellow down when you deal with them. Take it easy, my dear brothers and sisters. Take it easy, fellow citizens of a boy. No, 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 don't revenge. No, no. Let us know revenge is not worth it. It's not worth it. We should it. You are telling your people not to revenge. Meanwhile, they have lost colossally. some of those farmers. Do you know how many years it took them to build that farmhouse? Do you know how many years it took them to maintain that farm? What of the crops? What of loans they borrowed? They borrowed monies from microfinance banks, from SMEs, to buy fertilizer, to grow their plants. What of the homes they built? Most of them are still on mortgage, borrowed money from mortgage homes, and you built a structure in the East to accommodate you and your family, possibly extended family. Just one night, one early morning, you wake up, to a horrendous attack from Fulani headsmen. People who have no reason to be in the Southeast in the first instance. People who have no reason to be there. Why are people caught sleeping? Why are governors refusing to do the needful? All because they want to, be in the good books of the man who said, I'm the Jagaban. The man who said, it is my turn. Well, listen, gentlemen, I think it's about time we call this spade a spade. Most of our governors have failed us. Most of these people who are leading us, who are championing our states, who are administering our states, have nothing to offer us. Their eye is in the bigger picture: how to remain in office, how to get a political, accreditation, how to be assured that they are winning, they are coming back. We need 2027. I don't know why somebody would want to sacrifice his people's welfare, his people's life and property because of political expectations and political, undertones. And it's not right. People of Nkalaha in Ebonyi State, yes, my heart go to you, and I think you guys deserve, better treatment than you're getting. I can't imagine what you're going through. I saw the pictures. I saw the inferno that was ever increasing. Like, fuel was thrown into it. I mean, we don't know what they used to cause those burnings. The thickness of the smoke showed that there was more to it than meets the eyes. Possibly some of these things were bombings. How do these Fulani headsmen, people who say they're nomadic farmers, nomadic cattle rearers, who move from place to place, how do they acquire such sophisticated weapons of mass destruction? How do they get sophisticated guns that are, self-loading, where they shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and they kill and kill and kill without stopping? I mean, where do they get all these bombs from? Who is sponsoring them? And you call them nomadic farmers. You call them illiterates. You call them from the Sahel. You say these are people who are taking care of cattle. I mean, the only thing they think about is cattle. They're protecting their cattle. And you are having sophisticated weapons. You're having all forms of latest guns, latest arrows, even some of them are now using very sophisticated weapons to attack our people in the East, in Biafra land. This cannot continue, ladies and gentlemen. Nkalaha experience is not just isolated. It has happened in Imo State severally. People have been killed, gosh, the house is burnt mercilessly, with reckless abandon. The governor will tell us, don't worry, take it easy. We are going to look into it. We are going to fish out the people involved. But please remain cool, remain calm, remain law-abiding. I mean, this is a man who woke up without any provocation. His wife is killed, his children are killed, himself is injured heavily. Some of them, a complete family is wiped out from this generation. I don't know why it is like this, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Ladies and gentlemen, this should not be happening in 2025. This should not be happening in this millennium. It shouldn't be. And so if you agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we redouble our efforts. We redouble our efforts, support Biafra, United States of Biafra, support the leadership of the Biafra regional government in exile, support our own Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, ORABUEZE. Let us pursue vigorously the full, achievement, the full achievement of the sovereign United States of Biafra, so that we can free ourselves from this entanglement, from this circle of doom that we call it, from these appendages, people who are supposed to be, equally foundations of this country from the north, but they have become for us a thorn in our flesh. These are people who don't, without any scruple, they take human life. They burn down houses, they rip tummy of pregnant women. I mean, these are people without shame. These are kidnappers. When they come burning up the city, they carry the young girls. They take the young girls, take our young mamas, and turn them into sex slaves. Into sex slaves. They move them away into the bush. The next thing you know, the lady has delivered. They make sure she's delivered. Less than 2 months later, they impregnate her again. These are people that most Southeast governors are telling their people, allow them come. Let them have their ranch. Let them carry their cattle around. They are peace-loving people. We need the meat. Why we need the meat? Let them bring the meat. But they are giving you meat and they are killing your people. They are carrying their cattle around. They are destroying your farms and villages. They are burning down houses. I don't know why people are so callous. Why would somebody be so mean? You know what it costs to build a house. You know what it costs to raise a church. In fact, they said the church, 2 churches were raised down, and the pastor and some of the worshippers were brutally killed, as if they were hunting animals, hunting wild animals. Ladies and gentlemen, these are things that should not be happening. I beg your pardon. It shouldn't be happening. No, we can't take this anymore. We shouldn't take this anymore. Our governors should bring these things to the limelight. Bring them up. Let Donald Trump hear all this. I thank God Donald Trump is listening to us. Thank God, yes. He's listening to us. I thank God our international attorneys appointed by, our able Prime Minister Simon Ekpan-Jogo are still working. Aman Dabiri is working for us. Aman Dabiri, American attorney, they're all there. Yeah, they're taking our message, and other international lawyers. They're taking our message to Trump. Yes, and his allies. Taking our message to Trump and all leaders of democracy. Nigerians cannot be treating the Igbo man like this. This is a conspiracy against the Biafra man. That is a conspiracy, ongoing conspiracy, to eliminate him, to dehumanize him, and to put him in a perpetual state of servitude. It cannot be like this. If they don't want us, let the Biafra people go. We have said let us go, and they don't want us to go. Every other day they're preaching peace. Meanwhile, they're bringing battle. They're killing us from, how can somebody offer you peace in one hand and then the next hand is carrying a grenade to throw into your home? How can you tell me you're my brother? You're bringing me meat, cattle for our ceremonies, and at the same time you're coming with AK-47. You're coming with drones to shoot down our people and to burn down our houses. How can you be bombing me and telling me you're my neighbor? I should accept you as my neighbor. Nobody does these things. Nobody accepts these things. Our governor should sit up. How can Governor Wifru of Ebonyi State tell Kalaha people, don't worry, don't take laws into your hands, please. They are your state, we'll get down to it. Let's know what caused this. They say some of their cattle were stolen. Some people killed their cattle. Let's get into this. Please don't take laws into your hands. I mean, you can tell that to the Marines. Out powder dash. As far as I'm concerned, powder dash. How can a governor tell his people to when you are being killed, you are being destroyed, your homes are burnt, people are dying, and you're telling them remain calm? Who remember whose house is burned and he remains calm? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, let me quote him here for this purpose. He said, when a man chases you to your house, when somebody chases you, you're running, and you run to a house and he chases you into your house, yeah, he leaves you no option than to carry a pestle, anything handy, and split his head into splinters. Yes, when you are chased to the wall, when you are between the rock and the very hearty, when you are between the deep blue sea, the devil and the deep blue sea, you don't have a choice. At that point, you don't tell me not to retaliate. At that point, you don't tell me to remain calm, because remaining calm is suicidal. That would be a suicide, a big suicide on my part. I mean, people have lost their lives. People who were ordinary folks who slept Saturday night, rested from their work, said they want to go to church on Sunday. And as early as 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, mayhem had gotten loosed. Fulani herdsmen were everywhere. AK-47, bombs, machete, arrows, spears, daggers, choking, firing, burning, maiming, killing. This is the highest level of wickedness. It is the highest level of wickedness. Excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's be wise here. Let's be wise. You know what we're doing, Biafra Superstar Media? We'll call a spade a spade. We're telling Governor Winfrey this morning that no, it's not enough to say you're going to do investigations, find out the immediate and remote causes. That is grammar. That is grammar. It does not restore any life. It does not restore any lost properties. It does not restore burnt down churches. It doesn't bring back people who have died. It doesn't restore limbs that have been cut off. It doesn't restore eyes that have been plucked deliberately. It doesn't heal head that have been split into 4 different segments. No way. Let's be real. Until these our southern leaders, the Southeast governors, until they embrace the truth that the sovereign United States of Biafra is the only way forward. It's the only way forward. Then they are deceiving themselves. Take it or leave it. Accept the Southeast leaders, our governors, our legislators, our senators. Accept the sit up and say, look, ally with the Biafra Republic government in exile, so that we can push Biafra, the United States, sovereign United States of Biafra to the next level. They are wasting their time. They will continue to experience this kind of situations, horrendous situations like this, where people's life and property means nothing to hopeless jihadists who call themselves Metahala, who call themselves Fulani headsmen. You are rearing cattle, you're carrying AK-47. You're following cattle, you're carrying bombs. You're carrying bombs and modern ammunition, weapons of mass destruction. Who do you want to destroy? Is it the cattle or human beings? You come into somebody's territory, somebody's homeland, somebody's permanent address, and you come there to touch their homes, come there to kill them, remember them, and you expect them to be quiet, and you expect them to turn the other cheek? No way. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we call this spade a spade. We have to get real. Nkalaha people are in mourning. It's a Black Sunday for them. Black Sunday. Up to this moment, a lot of people are still searching for their loved ones because people were scampering here and here, stampeding to run away. Some ran and fell into the river. Some ran into the bush. Some of them ran to the mountain and became demented. Some because of the traumatic situation, have lost their memories. They're walking everywhere, vagabonds everywhere now. They don't know how to trace their way back to their people. Of course, a lot of them were brutally murdered, killed, macheted, shot, and punched beyond rub. It's a sad one, really. And so I call on all governors in the Southeast. So Ludo is going around with his, this is so-called the new military appendage, which are going everywhere and say they are trying to maintain peace and order. I wish them well, but I want to assure everybody, the only solution is permanent peace and tranquility in the Southeast. The only solution to security and developmental progress, sustainable development in the Southeast is only a redeclared sovereign United States of Biafra. It's only the Biafra that can fight for its own. If Biafra is not sovereign, Biafra doesn't have its own entity, then all these people will continue to treat us like conquered people, like vassals, wasted generations. It shouldn't be. Ladies and gentlemen, all hands should go on deck, like I keep saying. Let's encourage our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE, to keep the flag flying. Biafra is moving. Yes, it's taking time, but of course, it's better late than never. Going on smoothly, codedly, we are communicating. We are hearing what they're doing. The messages are being transmitted. I want to encourage every Biafran, be you a male or female, wherever you are, keep your ears open. Join the fray so that together we can fully activate and actualize a sovereign United States of Biafra. Mind you, the recruitments are still going. If you want to join the from military formations, organs of military, it's still open. The portals are there. Reach out. It's all over the place. You can easily get it. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE, is committed to, creating a formidable army and force for the, sovereign United States of Biafra. Ladies and gentlemen, our hands should be on deck. These Fulani headsmen, the earlier they stop coming, the way they realize we don't want them in the east, the better for them, because we cannot guarantee their safety. We must send the message loud and clear. We cannot guarantee the safety of this Fulani herdsmen whose only ambition is to kill, to maim, to destroy, and to burn down our communities. It shall never be well with them. We will not fold our hands and watch our children, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, our buildings, our family hearts, our churches burn to rubble. No, Governor Winfrey. Governor Winfrey would disagree. No, this is the more reason why we need our sovereign United States of Biafra. All hands must be on deck. This is a clarion call now. Clarion call. Let us all support the United States of Biafra. This is our chance. Yes, indeed, it's our chance. Thank you and God bless you.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say every shred with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why